Wow. Brian Norman Jr. is a fucking beast. A devilish, gnarling beast. What's up, David? Oh, let me put the call in. That's what we're doing now. We're doing call-ins, baby. Call in. There it is. This is where the community talks. You know what I mean? Jose, what's up? Michael, what up? Casey, what's cracking? I always leave the political videos last watch. Oh, you're the man. Appreciate you. What's up, Clea? Political live sounds draining. That's a fact. Yeah, I stay on politics. It's hot as balls today in Connecticut. Koki, we got the same weather. You from the BX? I forget. What's up, Ryan? Ryan Norman Jr. got a nasty everything. What's up, Bam? Damn, Ryan Norman Jr. got a nasty everything. Everything. Let me see something. Let me see something. Brian Norman Jr. Okay. His father's a wild man, too. All right, let's see. He's a 47, 80% knockout rate. The dude he just fought was a 90% knockout rate. Now, he didn't fight many people, but good Jesus, that was a WBO world welterweight strap. Man. Damn. Can't believe I woke up 4 a.m. by accident and watched the fight. Norman KO of the year. Still, yeah, Norman's no joke. Yeah, it's hot. It's 116 in AZ. I remember those days. I was born in PR, moved to BX when I was 6. Lived in Manchester, Connecticut for 2 years with my bitch ex. CT bitch is nasty as hell. CT itself is fucking nasty as hell. Did you see what I... Yeah, I don't see Roy. But let me tell you guys something. Do you remember how I was telling you? Let me put the banners because call-ins are being taken. Do you guys remember how I told you I teach everybody to throw every punch with the utmost power? That's what Brian Norman does. Every punch he throws hard. Every one. And what's it do? What do you get out of that? You get an endorsement from NyQuil. This fucking kid. And if you see the final knockout, you see what he did? Classic trap setting. Threw 2 hard straight rights to the body. He reached at him, reached for him too. Classic setup. He went down, and then he went to fake down and went whop upstairs. And it was murder she wrote. It was murder she wrote. Pliers and whatever the fuck the band is called. What up, Tone? Yeah, he bowed. Nah, no Roy. Roy, see, look. Ryan Norman Jr. has thudding power. Right? Ryan Norman Jr., you could see him, he winds up a little, and he puts everything behind it. Roy's power was more snappy and quick. It's different. And I mean, Brian Norman, man. But look, let's not blow our loads over one spectacular knockout. Even though this guy was, good record, 19-1. Man, that boy didn't look like he was supposed to be fighting no Norman. Motherfucker was hitting hard a couple times. He stepped up to something he shouldn't have stepped up to. Nobody could be Roy to any. I mean, who's Roy? Come on. Roy was faster. Roy hit harder because he had the speed along with the power. Don't call him Roy Jones, Koki. That's very disrespectful. Oh, yeah. I just saw that. I hit up Roy. I was like, I didn't know you were on the Wayans brothers. I forgot about that. Not to brag, but Roy is my man's. I'm not comparing them at all. I see similarities. Well, you watch your mouth, Yayan. Hey, man, I thought we got some good progress yesterday with CJ and Alberto. I got to cut my hair. I shaved. I didn't cut this shit. I look like a fucking PDF file. I don't like it. I just didn't have a chance to. I'm going to buzz it right now. It's hot as fuck today. That was my shit before school. Roy was basically the Jordan and Ken Griffey of the sport. Hell yeah. It was, well, I mean, really, it was the three Mikes. Tyson, Jackson, Jordan. Although Roy, though, was a better fighter than Mike Tyson. Overall. Prime for prime, Roy was still better. But Mike was close. That prime Mike, 84 to 80, 89 Mike. Told you how to bet under 7 seconds. Yeah, man, he got fucking destroyed. What's up there, Bruce? Bruce Spruce? What is cracking? It takes 3 days for your hair to grow out. I don't know if that's a troll or if that's... And let's say you're being serious. Is that bad or good? I don't really know where you're going with that. Is it quick or is it slow? Yes, it looks like shit. And it looks worse, by the way, on camera. Like in person, I don't look as bald, believe it or not. It's like the way it's shining off my head. But I'm going to take care of it. What's up, Mo? Yo, Brian Norman, man. We got to see him versus Boots. 2 champs. But Boots is moving up, so it's not happening. Hell yeah, man. End the beef, Rob. You know the deal. Guys, by the way. Raffle. Ongoing. Vintage. Marvin Hagler. Marvelous. Marvin Hagler. Officially licensed product from Croydon 245 from 1981. Vintage. This is the only piece of merchandise I believe Marvin Hagler ever licensed. These are actual gloves from 1981. Unused. Don't smell. They're old but these are for the raffle. You want to join the raffle for these gloves? You know what to do. You know what to do. Hit up the Cash App. Damn it. I got to fix it. Hit up the Cash App or the PayPal and specify Marvin Hagler gloves. These are on raffle now. We need about, what do we need? Marvin Hagler one. What are we at? So we need about 20 more entries. And it's popping. Johnny Norman 3. I know hair, it's at a normal rate. Oh, well, I wish this would grow at the normal rate. This grows. This just stops. I should just draw a little. Samat, what up? That Douglas fight was real because Tyson developed a fast. Okay, Koki. Spoken like a real Bronx Boricua. Old heads. Nah, those are fucking collector's items. Vintage joints. Adrian, what up? Can we get El Divino versus Shushu on the Canelo card? Who the fuck is El Divino? So Marco, without taking to the extreme, have you ever seen a fighter with similarities to Roy Jiggly Jones? Yes. David Reed, remember him? Similar. Not Roy, but similar. David Reed, really. Yeah, it looked terrible, Mark. I remember that. I was like, Chris, be yourself. New to the channel. What up, Eric Black? But we all know Boots going after Crawford, BNJ, not worth the shot, and Ortiz needs to step up if he really wants to fight. Well, I don't know. I wish BNJ would go up to 154. Guys, we are taking calls, as you can see. Just do the Johnny hairline special. I got to get the chia seeds. Johnny spreads chia seeds on his shit every day and waters it. And that's how he gets his nice hairline. I look like Snoop. That's what Snoop looks like now. This shit's all the way back here, but he has the cornrows going down. I look fucking goofy. Red had that lazy eye. Reed. Not lazy. It was injured from boxing. He is from Philly. That's correct. I've interviewed him before. He's a little weird. I think it's maybe the punches he took. I'm not really sure. Damn, that card had me up late. What up, C. Jisms? When Chris tried to look like Roy. Yeah, it didn't look good. Don't mean having the same style. You could take things from certain fighters, but not their own. Let it grow out for about 4 or 5 inches. You'll be able to comb it forward. Shut the fuck up. You guys. Brian Normage should stay at 147, in my opinion. Perfect size. No Diddy. Yeah, there's just no real competition there. Get a hair transplant. I thought about it, but I'm not doing it. He's only 5'8". He should check Devin Teal 147. He doesn't have cornrows. He has dreads. Big difference. You know when you're showing your colors. Nah, Snoop. Oh, but doesn't Snoop he braids it up top here, though? He kind of cornrows it up top here, doesn't he? Up top? Let's go Norman Jr. versus Polanco. Fuck it. Polanco talks a lot of shit in Spanish podcast. Okay. Those Santos were thugging it out. Word. Nah, he had the eye problem before Trinidad, but Trinidad definitely didn't help. I know Onyx is bald. Onyx. Bald heads. A quiet bald head is like a bad motherfucker. What's good, bro? My thing is why Norman Jr. didn't take the 1.2 with Boots, but 400K with Siaka, but saying Boots stuck in him. I just subbed up, fam. You the man. Appreciate you. Where are you from, by the way, Eric? Where you coming from? What part of the country? I don't know why I didn't do that. But now Norman put the whole community, the whole pugilistic nation on blast. He took a spotlight and shined it hardcore. You've been with a hairline all the way back to Hawaii for years. Why get a transplant now? That's what I'm thinking. What up, Dwayne? Marco, get a clip of Larry Holmes puking at the end of Holyfield on this day. He puked? I mean, shit. He was fucking Holyfield up. He was hitting Holyfield clean as Irish Spring. That's a little dedication to you, Joe. He was hitting him clean as Irish Spring with that right hand. But Holyfield just took it. Slam. Dup, da, dup, dup, da, dup. Make noise, me boys. Do a man weave, Marco. Vlogs, if you don't shut the fuck up, guess what? Vlogs, take a good look. This is the ghost of Christmas future for you. Think you're all fucking fly with your muscles in your hair? Ghost of Christmas future. This is E-Rock. So watch your mouth. All I'm saying is they immediately call him out after Boots said he was leaving. Dallas, dope. Word. Go to the range? Nah, man, never. I don't fuck with guns. I do not fuck with guns. Nor should any of you. CJ, my best friend. They said your boyfriend. I'm like, aren't you married? Oh, no, you're single, aren't you, Clea? Actually, I don't know if you're single. Replayed the live from last night. Happy to see CJ and Alberto squashed it. We have Mo Brains in the house. Yeah, they did. You gonna make Champ bite you out of jealousy. Johnny prepping a welcome home party for Norman. Yeah, no, Johnny is so happy right now. Johnny is just giggling. He's giddy. He's like, what's cracking? Just a guy? You're actually being serious? Get the fuck out of here. I don't know what you're taking pictures of, Mo, but we all hear it. Now,
okay. Hey, what's up, Marco? Did you watch the fight?
I watched the highlights, yes. And that boy's impressive. That kid is impressive. But opposition does matter.
It's a soccer. Yeah.
Now, Mexican
Definitely.
dudes.
Definitely. I Sasaki to
You're cutting out. I don't know if you're talking to me, but you're
respect.
cutting out.
I was like,
You're totally
God
chopping up.
damn it.
Nah, Mexican dudes be having their shit all the way into their 50s. What? There's bald Mexicans. Not many, though, huh? That's kind of true. That is true, right? You really very rarely see a bald Mexican. Yeah, their hairlines, man. Mexican dudes' hairlines are like, it's like the eyebrow, then there's like a half of an inch, then the hairline's just like this. You fucking guys are good with the hair. Mr. Highlight. Hell yeah. Yeah, Mo's taking selfies. Mo fucked her? I don't know what that means. Those body shots from Holyfield made Holmes puke in the ring immediately after the fight ended. Well, it might not have been body shots. It might have just been. Usually, it's dehydration, or a strong physical exertion. You know what I'm saying? Mo sexting? Oh God, I hope not. Cholos are a bunch of pilones. I don't know what that means. There he is. There he is. Johnny, they just said you're probably mad, happy right now, and giddy over Brian Norman. I think he looked like shit, Johnny. I think he fought a bum. I think the kid is garbage. I think he has no talent. I think he's overhyped. I'm just playing. Nah, he looked really good, actually. He looked really good. But we gotta see Too Much Water. Yep, that'll do it. Johnny Norman the third. That's funny. EPA gentrified as fuck now. See Jisms. He rejects that name. Yeah, you would say that, hater. Nah, he looked good. It was funny. We were talking yesterday about dudes who throw every punch with power, which is what I always say. Throw every punch with power. And Brian Norman is somebody who does that. You know what I'm saying? No Jism. That's CJ, aka C Jisms. The Jisms is for all the girls who didn't want to adjust. They didn't adjust with the Jism. Yeah, whatever. Was Jin a good opponent? That's the great question. His record says yes. Visually, it was hard to tell. He had some pop when he threw. How y'all feel about the no running thing? It's dope. It's dope. It's dope. It's dope. Let's see what we got here. No running, no face, no case. Who this? Speak or forever hold your peace. All right, well, we'll see who it is. Don't know if it's a regular who changed their name or somebody new. Top 10. 147 pounders. I mean, there's really who's left? Stanionis? He's going to reign supreme at welterweight right now. I'm going to help Iraq cheat on his wife. These two. Man, Iraq ain't cheating on his wife. You kidding me? You ever seen her? She will fuck him up. Iraq, am I playing? Is she not the type of woman who would probably slap the shit out of you if you cheated on her? I expected Sasaki to fight with more respect for Norman.
Yep.
Oh, is it Yayan? This fucking guy.
Yes, sir.
Good Lord. Confusing us. Remember that fight that left Holmes' body was killing Holmes? The whole fight, Foreman warned Holmes with that punch. Okay. Crawford is getting knocked out if he can't run. Oh, shit. Cheating on your wife. He doesn't cheat on his wife. She'll see? I could tell. Were Sugar Ray, Floyd, Sweet Pea, Willie Pep runners? No. Movement and running are very different animals. Right? Very different. Am I the only one that feels after this Crawford Canelo scrap boxing going to decline? Ooh. Good question. What do we think? What do we think? That's a pretty big fight. And then after that, what do we got? We got no mega ones. When you're married, women try to claw off the wiener, but that's just because they're the devil. That's false, but okay. Moving to set up an offense is different than running. Yeah, or just moving to be defensive. Running is when you're backpedaling a lot, or when you're doing slide drills like you're at a fucking Laker practice. That's running. And when you're not punching in the process of doing so. Gvonian, what up, blood? Who's that? Who are you in the picture with there? You and Ryan Garcia? Cool. When was that taken? Turkey already gave Bud his flowers for his funeral. Very kind man. Jesus. What up, Eastside Boogie? What up? Yayan, how the hell do you type and be on the live at the same time? That's a great question, Yayan. Can you answer that, please? When the storm comes, you put on your boots and run. Oh, Jesus. Johnny, you believe Brian Norman Jr. beats Boots? Is that what you're saying? Mikey Garcia versus the Spanish dude? You got to give me more than that. Who's the Spanish dude? You need to put a rack up. I have StreamYards connected to my YouTube. You can chat within the StreamYard. You can. He's just saying, why do that? Why not just talk since you're right here? That's what he means. People going to have excuses if Canelo ends up losing. Yeah, people have excuses if Bud loses. I mean, nah, chill. Pacquiao. That's like when Foreman came back and he's like, I'm not fighting Riddick Bowe. I'm 45. You think I'm going to fight this dude this big who's so young? Hell no. Kicking back, Bin Bull Blood. Kicking back, I think is what you meant to say. Bull Blood? I don't know what that means. I'm just quoting what I heard earlier. I asked you your prediction, sir. Who wins? I mean, I don't think they're going to meet because they're in different divisions now, but I'm just asking. Yeah, but Mark, it's you're right. But it's about punch placement. I agree with you, though. I don't think Canelo's going to get hurt either. But it is possible because Bud does have way better punch placement than those two. Not way better, but better. Actually, on a comeback fan acknowledging that 4 drama queens not fighting, looking elsewhere. True that. No, I'm asking how to do it. Oh, I feels you. Because StreamYard, you could chat through StreamYard. Or maybe you can't. I don't fucking know. Norman would lose to Ennis. I'd have to go towards with Boots as well, but that'd be a fucking tremendous fight. Do you need to open up the actual StreamYard app? Being cool, blood. Brian Norman gets outboxed by Devin Haney, but can stop him. Devin better boxer, but Boots stop Brian. Okay. All right. I'm a little behind in all these, so I'm going to go down a little bit. I give my prediction when the fight is made. Okay, Johnny. But in the meanwhile, run for shelter. The storm is coming. Purnell tried to pants Mayweather, and he punched the ref. Crazy ass fight. You're talking about Roger Mayweather, right? Yeah, when Purnell fucked him up. I got Usyk, man. I got Usyk. But I'm going for Dubois. I like upsets. See, even though we were talking about, I'm Ukrainian. My father's family, my like great grandparents are from the Ukraine, right? So it's my blood's Ukrainian, although I have no tie to the culture. I'm not going for something just because I'm that. I like upsets. I want to see Dubois piece his ass up like Reese's. Norman just starts Sasaki out cold. You think Devin can run for? Well, yeah, but Devin's taller. Devin's, that doesn't necessarily. Devin's chin might not be able to take that shot, but that shot landing isn't a given. Roger, yeah, for sure. Sweet Pea and Roger did not like each other. Sweet Pea had a chip on his shoulder with everybody. Yeah, that's right. Purnell got dropped. I remember that. I did a video on that. Matter of fact, you want me to play it? Eastside, you ever see my video? I did a video on that exact fight. I'm gonna fucking play it now. Fuck it. Fuck this shit. Fuck this shit. Here it is. I called this video when clowning goes wrong. That's why I called this video. Peep it. I'm so glad you reminded me. Let's do this shit. Booyakasha.
Whitaker. Before Kobe Bryant, there was the OG Black Mamba, Roger Mayweather. Uncle and trainer to Floyd Mayweather, Roger was a menace, snatching super featherweight and junior welterweight straps. But Roger didn't sport the patented Mayweather roll defense. Instead, this Michigan native was known for his brick-breaking power and aggression. In 1987, Mayweather squared off against future legend Purnell Whitaker. At only 11-0, Purnell took a gamble battling Mayweather, who had 3 times as many fights. Purnell asserted his greatness off Jump Street, flooring Roger with an extra crispy 2-piece. This opened the back door to let the dog out in Mayweather and ignited an all-out firefight. The two played hot potato, handing each other grenades. Whitaker got the edge most exchanges, building a comfortable lead on the scorecards. But in round 9, Purnell made a crucial mistake, which brought the Grand Rapid grind out of Mayweather. Sweet Pea clowns Roger by pulling his trunks down to his knees. This prank hit Roger with gamma rays and brought the Incredible Hulk out. With steam shooting out his ears, Mayweather put his foot on the gas. He then landed a vicious right hand, which sent Purnell reeling to the canvas. Woozy, Purnell gets up and straps on his rollerblades to clear the cobwebs. Purnell then gathered his faculties and regained control, cruising to a UD victory. What other fights can you think of when clowning goes wrong? Tell me in the comments.
Not bad, right? What you guys think? What you guys think? Not bad. Let me see what you guys are saying here. Eastside Boogie, that was for you, blood. That was for you, blood. Yeah, Kobe. What's Kobe have to do with this? Marco room used to be green. What? It says the name now. What you mean? Dope. Is that your cousin, Marco? Huh? What the fuck are you guys talking about? That was gangster. Appreciate you. Pantsed him. He did. You think I'm bipolar? How about I give you a bipolar slap? What you think about that? What up, Chief? Vinny Paz killed Roger Mayweather bad. Must see TV. Ooh, I should do that one. I don't even remember that one. Appreciate you, Kamik. Roger seemed like such a great dude. He was funny. I loved his in the corner. He said the fun. Just whoop that motherfucker's ass, bitch ass motherfucker. Just beat his ass. That was the way he coached. It was so fucking funny. This dude ain't shit. This bitch ass motherfucker ain't shit. Just go whoop his ass. That was his coaching. That probably translated. Floyd's like, okay, so straight right, uppercut, and step to the side. Got it. Marco, you my dog. For real, for real. I'm going to show this to my homies. You the man. Where you from again, East Side? What part? Okay, I got to watch that. Marco, like the dude from the movie Glass, he got a bunch of personalities. I just woke up and watched Brian KO. God damn. Pantsed him. He did pants him. He sure did. 1 minute you were doing live shows falling asleep from your sofa. Those days are over. You mean 1 month or 1 year. Next thing, you have mad energy for shorts. Yep, you definitely bipolar. I'm going to give you a bipolar 4-piece. Oh, shit. So, like, if you called in, would you like, hey, fo, what's up, cuz? Mark ass, trick ass, buster. All right, sorry. I know it's offensive. Rude exposure. What's up? Who this?
What's up, Marco?
How you doing?
Man, you know, ever since I watched that live when you had Coach Kenny on, man, I've been going crazy trying to figure out because you told me the man wasn't swinging with all his might.
Wait, say that again. Figure out what?
You said the Tank wasn't swinging with all his might.
I mean, that's what Kenny said. I don't know what the fuck he meant. I don't know what he meant. Maybe. And I asked him, was it an injury? He said no. So what's left? Why would you?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. But hey, man, I really, you know what I'm saying, I want to get your opinion on this Norman fight, man. I missed it. I just tuned in to you.
I mean, shit. What else can you say about somebody who gets dropped 3 times like he's a hot potato? You know what I mean?
Like, what do you think about the kid's first round antics? Like, what do you think about his game plan? He comes straight out windmilling and stuff like that.
I mean, wait, which kid? You talking about Norman or his opponent?
Yeah, his opponent.
Oh, he was probably trying to fight for dear life. He probably felt what was touching him, and he was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go out in a blaze of glory." It's better than running, don't you think? That would have made it for a more entertaining fight.
I thought he was the one that initiated the punches.
Yeah, I mean, Norman is very impressive. A lot of power. He throws every shot with the utmost of bad intentions. You know, he looked like he had good. Like if you saw the final knockout, he set that up with 2 shots to the body. He threw 2 straight rights to the body, ducking down, reaching, and he reached on purpose. He reached once, reached twice, then he went to reach again, and he came upstairs instead. And that's a very simple trap that he set. Because obviously the dude was now like, oh, he's going to go low again. And instead he came up top.
You know, that stab to the body that Sasaki was doing was real tiny. It was real slow. And you know, it was premeditated. You can tell what he was going to do. And when he came back up, he always had his face open. But my thing is, everybody knew this was a likely outcome, right? We all wanted to see the Boots fight, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about what he said at the end of the fight? Because I don't think that fight is going to happen here at 54. Why would he bring his name up? What do you think?
I don't get that either. I was on this other show that I go on, and Norman's pops was on there talking about Boots, and I'm just like, wait. I'm like, so I was confused. I'm like, why are we talking about Boots? He just moved up. But, you know, in the end, they're what is that, 7 pounds? I mean, it can happen. Just, you know, and Norman's only 24, right? He's not staying at 47 too much longer. Like, look how jacked he is. Like, there's no way his body's going to allow him to stay at that weight too much longer. So it'll happen. Maybe it's just a nice setup. You know what I mean?
Because I think, how long was Boots at 47? 7 years?
His whole career, no?
Yeah, I think he started like at a catch weight. He started out fighting at a catch weight close to 47.
Right.
And then he eventually moved up to, like, was it 2018 or 16? Which when he started?
I don't remember, but
I think it was around that time. But he's been fighting, so 7 years from now. That's when it was.
He's also a tall dude. You know, he's like 5'10", 5'11". Like, there's only just so much time. You know.
Well, Marco, me over here, I've been asking for Boots to step up to 54.
Mm-hmm.
And now that he's up there, I'm trying to figure out what's the problem, because everybody keep forgetting about 3 offers was sent to Brian Norman Jr. I remember those, and it got up to how much?
I don't know.
They said 1.7, right? Or was that
That's
a
what
lie?
they say. I don't get that much involved in that stuff, because like one thing I've learned in life, especially in boxing, is like unless we're sitting at the table, we don't know what the fuck was really passed along. We don't know the numbers. To me, it's like that shit is all hearsay. So like, who knows?
Well, I'm going off what Brian Norman and their team was saying they was offering.
That's what they said, but how do we know? You know what I mean? And like, I don't know. I don't know. Boots is. We need to see him fight somebody. I mean, he has a lot of people to choose from now at 54. So
I heard that it's a lot of guys at 54, but who gonna fight him?
I mean, I think we need to see Virgil. Like, we got to stop bullshitting. Just do it. Virgil, I mean, he could fight Zoo if he wanted, Fundora. But Virgil's the one. You want to see these two undefeated. Like, we got to stop the bullshit. We got to get boxing back to undefeated champions, like fights that have us, like, really excited and anticipating who's going to win. That's what we need to get back to.
So now we can ask Virgil what he want to do. What Virgil want to do?
Who the fuck knows? Who knows? I mean, I don't know what he wants to do. I was talking to him like I was at an event and he was there about a month ago, and he had his hand was all fucked up. I think he just had surgery, so he's out for a while. It was wrapped up in he showed it to me. It was all fucked up.
Right.
So yeah, so he's out for a while.
Okay. So ain't no sense in talking about Virgil then.
I mean, not anytime soon. Maybe in a year. I don't even know. I think he said, I forgot what he told me. 3 months, 6 months, something like that.
So who's next in line on the, where is he at? 154.
I mean, shit. Like, again, Fundora, Zoo, you got Bakram, any of those guys, man. But Bakram is somebody who.
Eddie. He with Eddie or PBC now?
I don't know. And that's another thing I don't pay attention to, because to me, like, I like breaking down fights, like all that fucking political shit. Like, yeah, maybe it's harder if guys are opposing promotional companies, but everybody can fight. A deal can always be made. You know what I'm saying? It can always happen. There's no rule saying Eddie Hearn and PBC can't fight each other. Maybe it makes it more difficult at times, but you know, it's back in the day, the fighters wanted it. It happened. All fighters had different promoters back in the day. You know what I mean? They all fought.
No, you don't think Boots need an acclamation fight at 54 first?
Nah.
Nope.
Nah.
Terrence got one.
Terrence only did that because he was waiting, I believe, for Canelo to get this to undispute super middleweight again. And
Canelo got one.
What did he get?
Acclamation fights.
Canelo just fought what's his face to win the strap. To re-undispute Skull. That's the only reason he fought him. If it wasn't for that, I think they would have, because Bud wants to be undisputed. And Turkey wants to do what Bud wants, because I think Bud's Turkey's favorite fighter. So that's why he's letting Bud just chill while Canelo grabs back that whatever belt it was, IBF, WBO, I don't remember which one it was, and make it undisputed. So
didn't Benavidez get an acclamation fight?
Against Vazdik, I suppose. Yeah. I mean, some people need it. I don't think Boots needs it. Again, it's 7 pounds. You know what I mean? These guys all spar heavier guys. It happens all the time. So it's not as uncomfortable and as you might think. They're used to it.
I think Devin coming back from that Ryan fight, this was kind of like an acclamation fight. He ain't never fought at 47, though. I'm trying to figure out when he's going to do that.
Man, he's another one. His hand's all fucked up. He had surgery. His shoulder, they're saying. He has to get his shoulder worked on next. So Ryan's going to be out for a while. So, we don't know we don't know who anybody's fighting next. It's all up in the air.
Hey, I was just listening to this video, man, where Bill Haney was trying to clown.
You just cut out. Can't really hear you. Can't hear you. Like Haney versus Ramirez. That was an acclamation. That was just, they were making them fight. I don't know why Turkey did that. He made them fight other people, and look what it did. It fucked up their rematch. That's all that did. I was saying it before it happened. Fucked up the rematch. Why do this? Anybody could lose, and somebody did. And matter of fact, it fucked it up both ways. Ryan lost, and Haney did not look good. So it exponentially took the steam off the anticipation of that fight. You know what I'm saying? Oh, pop my phone. Brian Norman versus Virgil would be a crazy fight. Ramirez is 160-pounder. That's a good point. That was just I don't know what the point of that was, that fight. I really don't get it. Why put them on the same card? Like, maybe to try and build anticipation. Maybe he thinks that's what that's doing. He wanted a tune-up. Hangout spot, facts on facts. What's he talking about? Like chia seeds? He knows a lot about chia seeds. I don't know. I wonder how he gets the hair not to be green. Probably dyes it black. Yeah, it's cool though. It looks good. Johnny did a great job. Did a great job doing what? Why was Marco ignoring my posts? I don't know what posts. I'll watch your live. Who do you go live with? Who were you live with, Johnny? Happy Juneteenth. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. It's a federal holiday today, right? I believe it's a federal holiday. Johnny, great. Who did he interview? Oh, the Lampley one? I thought it was a new one. Mark, I did a live fight chat. You know this one. I didn't know that. Why would I know that? I was sleeping. Haney's hands softer than Turkey's hands. You just ask Bud. Man, I'll hold his hands too. A live fight chat. 6 o'clock? Fuck that. That is a highlight worthy fight. Actually, I would have watched it live if it wasn't so early. Brian Norman is one of those fighters that is very exciting to watch. So, I don't even know who Keith Cologne is. Who the fuck is he? Obviously a fighter. Let's see. Keith Cologne. Keith Cologne Rodriguez? No. There's a Keith Cologne Rodriguez who's 39 and 24. I doubt you interviewed him. I doubt you interviewed him. Or maybe it is him. Now I'm looking at this Keith Cologne Rodriguez guy from Newark, New Jersey. Wow, he lost 24 times and has never been knocked out. He has 39 wins. I got to show you guys this. I don't think it's him, but
No, that's not him. He it's a prospect, I think.
look at this guy. 39 wins, only one knockout. That's what? 24 losses, no knock. So he can't hit for shit, but nobody could fucking budge him. That's a nightmare fight right there. That's one of those guys that'll fuck up, that'll like, they think that they're like building your record and he'll fuck around and beat you because you can't hurt him. You know what I'm saying? That's nuts. Who'd he beat?
He had a 2% knockout ratio.
I know. I've never seen that before. 2.5. Is there anybody he fought that we've heard of? I'm going through it now. I don't recognize any of these names, but maybe you would.
Oh, David said that's his amateur record.
Oh, shit.
That makes sense.
That makes way better. Oh, 6-0, undefeated. And that does make sense because as amateurs, you can't. It's way harder to knock people out. Okay, so he's actually a bit of a prospect. He's a bit of a prospect then, I guess. Undefeated. Look at that. He knocked out everybody in the pros. Couldn't knock out almost anybody in the amateurs. But that makes sense because it's a lot harder in the amateurs to get knockouts. That's why when I got mine, I knew I was hitting. All right. Well, Keith Cologne. So this isn't the guy that he interviewed, Johnny? Nobody knows?
Yeah, that's him. That's him.
Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Who had the best jab ever?
Jamel Charlo.
Come on. Holmes? Ali? Holmes, I guess? You got to go with Holmes? What's Johnny's problem here? Bro, what's he talking about? Come on. Oh, embarrassing? What? Because I don't know who Keith Cologne is.
I mean, I think I only know him because I think he was on the Shakur undercard, if I'm not mistaken. But I mean, I don't know the guy either.
Yeah, I don't know if that's what he says. I assume he's just joking, but you never know with Johnny. And you're a teenager. What? What's he talking about? Yes. That's who he interviews. What? Johnny, I need your boy Brian Norman did his thing. Johnny, I see your boy. Yeah, he sure did. Holmes? What? You don't think Holmes had the greatest jab? Who? Who then? It's oh yeah, like it's with a Q, Corte, but yeah, I get what you're trying to say. I don't know, man. They called him Ike Bazooka Corte because his jab was like a bazooka, but like I don't think it was that good. I think he just threw it more than anybody else. I remember thinking that even back then. Like Ike Corte's jab was decent, but it wasn't. He just threw it way more. Like Larry Holmes' shit was like whop, 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 whop. I thought his was better. Devin Haney, best jab. Devin Haney's jab isn't bad. Ooh, yeah. Dwight Muhammad Kawi did have a good jab. That's truth. That's truth. Well, amazing to you, maybe. Not to me. It was good, though. It was good. Not amazing to me. Ike jab was better. You guys are fucking wild. What about Lewis? Lennox Lewis? Lennox Lewis. Good jab. Really good jab. Well, actually, wait a second. Sonny Liston would knock dudes down with his jab. Numerous times. How do we not put him there? His wasn't like fast and snappy, but he would drop dudes with his jab. Ike Turner had a good jab too, yes. That's right. And a young kid like you referencing Ike Turner is impressive. I think Jamel's is good now, but we're talking all time. Lennox is dope. Fury and Bud. I don't know about that. Jamal is just hard. Ooh, Franklin. Fruity. Please. Call me MPO. Bo did have a good jab. Mo be coming up with some good shit. Yeah, that's a, as you young kids would say, super duper pause. GG had the shotgun jab. Triple, yeah. I mean, did you guys ever see Roy versus Vinny Pazienza? Now, Roy almost never used his jab, but when he did, forget about it. Best jab right now. I think Charlo's is better than Bud's. Bring me in, pause. Okay, give me a second. Chad Dawson. That's fucking random. De La Hoya? Okay.
He said Chad Dawson.
That's weird. It's just random. Bivol has very good jab too.
Jermaine Taylor.
These are all good, but like that's what I was saying. Like Ike Corte was a great jab, but he just threw it way more than I've ever seen anybody throw it. It was real snappy, but he just like anybody who would utilize it more and more. Well, what makes it good? Is it power, which Sonny Liston had, or is it snap and smooth like butter, like Ali and Holmes? Both Holmes got his jab from Ali. I mean, let's be real. Apollo Creed, get out of here. Apollo Creed. I think these guys need to watch some more Larry. That's what I'm trying to tell them, Franklin. They don't listen. Fundora would with them captain stretchy arms. Yeah, Fundura's.
What about Klitschko?
Yeah. No, his was good. His was his right hand. You might have an argument for him having the greatest right hand.
What about Hagler?
Ooh. Yeah, he would leap in with that shit. Yeah. Hagler would leap in. He was so good. If you watch him fight Hearns, he leaped in. And Hagler had pretty long arms, if I remember correctly, for 5'10", 5'9", 8 or 5'9" man. And he would leap in with punches in general, would catch people because he had longer arms than anticipated. He kind of had a short torso, So if you looked at his stance when he did this, his elbows came all the way past. He like covered everything, but he was able to leap in and gain a lot of distance.
Is that where Prince got his style from?
Prince Nassim?
Yeah.
Nah. Prince Nassim's style is just a potpourri of shit that I don't know where he got that from.
Yeah, he had a nice jab too.
Floyd had a great jab, especially with the stab jab to the body. Best stab jab ever. Floyd's jab to the body was great especially as a setup. He used that as a trap. Prince Nassim used to spar children and not try and hurt them, but more so to have them throwing punches at him because they threw punches at very unconventional, unpredictable, awkward angles. And it had got him in the habit of really fine-tuning his defense, which I always thought that was interesting. Because I got in there a couple times with dudes who like had no experience, and it was the same thing. A couple times they caught me because they were coming in throwing wild shit I didn't expect. So it kind of trains you to be accustomed to things coming at every possible angle, all kind of hailstorms. 55 stitches from endless barrage of jabs. Yeah, that's a fact. Arguello. Yeah. Morales. Okay. Who's the best brawler? Hagler. Who's better than Hagler?
Hearns.
Brawler? Hagler knocked Hearns cold out. How's Hearns better than Hagler?
Just because you get knocked out don't mean you can't brawl.
You're right. That would have been my answer too if it was opposite. So good answer. But still, I think Hearns was more of like I hit you from my range. I'm gonna use my 6'1" frame. Hagler was like in your chest. There's an argument for Duran, but again, it was close-ish, but Hagler outbrawled Duran. That's what they did, right? They were just toe-to-toe.
What about Boom Boom?
Who?
Boom Boom Mancini.
He was good. I just did a video about him. Yeah, I just did a video about him where he got upset, I believe. Bramble. You remember Razai Bramble or Livingston Bramble?
I saw that video.
Yeah, that was a dope. I remember watching that live, that fight.
It's funny, I guess, because when we were talking yesterday and I said something about, who did I talk about? I'm talking to myself, but in my feed, your video about the same boxer came in. It was crazy. I was like, what?
That's funny. They
Yeah.
probably heard you. You know, they do that these days.
Yeah, exactly. It might have been, you know who it was? It was an early fight. It was De La Hoya.
Okay. Johnny, you might have a point there. Mike Tyson, prime Mike Tyson, we're talking, for me, 84, 89. That might have been the best inside fighter ever. Yeah, he was fast. He was, and you know, because you guys know I learned that style. Like that style, the Kevin Rooney, the Customado Peekaboo, is tailored for inside fighting. Holyfield, yeah, if you include headbutts.
What about Jake LaMotta?
I don't think Holyfield.
Jake
No.
LaMotta.
Jake LaMotta and of course you're going to go there. We're going to have to mention, of course, The Rock, Rocky Marciano.
Every time I start talking about boxing, a white man got to pull Rocky Marciano out their ass.
Hey,
Rocky Marciano was a fucking inside fighter, man. Jake LaMotta was good, but he didn't hit as hard as Rocky.
I think Holyfield was more tactical.
Remember, Rocky was 184 pounds in an era where the heavyweight, the average heavyweight was 200. So he was smaller than all these guys, and he was still knocking them cold. A little smaller, you know, but smaller. Mo Brain's great point. Wilder's the hardest puncher I think I've ever, like, I don't know how you can, you're very, you know, limited fighter, but in terms of just pure power, what up, Run? Who can beat Shakur?
Yeah, he's more of a brawler than a fighter to me.
I think I know a little boxing, a teeny bit. Run nobody. Inside fighting, Andre Ward was great. He was dirty. Was he dirty? What would he do that was dirty?
He would fart on people.
That's gross. Andre wasn't dirty. I don't think he was dirty. I mean, well, explain, David. What do you mean?
Not to cut you off.
Go ahead.
But I think Andre Ward, I think he could have knocked more dudes out because, he always had all them injuries and stuff, but he had a 50% knockout ratio.
Wow. You said 50?
Yeah, 50, like right on the dot.
Ugh.
32 fights with 16 knockouts.
Yeah, he couldn't. Yeah, and yet he knocked out Kovalev.
Yeah, but he had all them injuries though. He probably would have had a lot more knockouts if he didn't injure his shoulder.
You're a big Ward fan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like you can't deny that he was great because look at his record, look at his history, but I don't know. Andre even says he was dirty. Okay, well, come on, David. Rob doesn't believe you, David. Thinks you're full of shit.
I mean, to be that slick, you gotta have like certain tactics. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
I don't know. Yeah.
No, that's true. Hypothetically, who would win between Bud and Shakur if they were the same weight class?
Shakur Stevenson.
We don't know yet because we've never seen Shakur fight somebody at that level. Like, who's the best fighter Shakur's fought? What, Valdez or Herring?
Valdez. He was the most accomplished, but
right.
So
how do we know what he's really going to do against a Bud level fighter? We don't.
I mean, they just got to get in the ring with him,
Well, Mo, he's talking about if they were the same weight, not, now. Picking Shakur for Bud is wild.
I was trolling.
He hit low. He hit the back of the head. I remember that fight where Jack Reese got hit and told Ward the dude is okay. Bud by KO. Unbryce Brim. What up, blood? What up, Marco? No Polo. Thank you. I just got a Marco Polo at Starbucks the other day. Motherfuckers love saying that. They think it's so original.
Mo just be talking.
Heard that shit. There's no reason why Shakur will never fight another. Wait, what? There's a reason why Shakur will never fight another slick black fighter. What's the reason? I'd like to hear this. Bud's a master boxer. Yeah, Bud's good. Andre Ward, son of low blows. Who is he hitting low?
They say he hit Kovalev low. In the fight, he knocked him out.
Nah, Kovalev just, that was the weirdest. Kovalev, even when Canelo knocked him out, the punch didn't look as hard as Kovalev reacted to it. He was just like tangled up in the ropes like a drunk tarantula. Like I'm like, that shit, it landed, but Jesus. But Rob, that Norman KO was crazy. Sure was, Rob. That was some queen shit. World order. Shakur won't do that because everyone will go to sleep. KO of the year. Yeah, that was a nasty knockout. That was nasty.
What does Marco Polo mean?
It's a stupid game that they play in the pool. Kids play. I've been hearing that since that's what everybody says about my name. Like I've never heard it before. Very unoriginal when they say it. Is Sasaki, I don't know why you can't just say this, but I guess I got to read it. Is Sasaki, he landed on the back of his melon hard as hell. Yeah, he was hitting him on the back of the head, but not on purpose. The dude was ducking down. Personally, I think Bud will soften him to the body and eventually would still take it. TKO Shakur. It's hard to tell, man. Can Shakur take a punch? That's never been answered. Best boxer out of New York besides Tyson.
Zeb. One Benitez from New York?
Nah. Camacho, Riddick Bowe, Zab, Tyson. I mean, Camacho was born in Puerto Rico, but he grew up in Harlem, Spanish Harlem. Who else am I missing? You got guys like what's his face? Middleweight that Canelo beat. Danny Jacobs. Yeah, you got guys like that, but they're not like top all-timers. Shannon Briggs. Huh?
Zab Judah?
Zab's an all-timer, I would say. I would say Zab, Riddick, Camacho. Some people say Sugar Ray Robinson is, but he moved to New York when he was like 11, 12. So he's not from there.
Wasn't Briggs from New York?
Briggs, yeah. I just said Briggs. Yep. He was from, they all grew up in the same neighborhood, Brownsville. Briggs, Tyson, and Riddick Bowe. Marco, you didn't see the fight. Stop it. LOL. Johnny, new joke. Switch it up. You're beating the shit out of that old joke. Brian Norman Jr. is a real. Oh, okay, I'll do it. He is. Brian Norman Jr. is a real bad man. Let's find it. I gotta find this fucking. That's one thing I like about this soundboard. I gotta like scroll through shit, and then it kills the timing of the joke because it takes me too long to find it. Now I can't even fucking find it. See that?
Funny anyway.
Can't find it anyway. Where is it? Okay, well, anyway, he is a real bad man. Oh, there it is.
Real bad man.
That's a fact. No, Mo Brains, you better than on that Holyfield. Holyfield fought on his toes, on the pivot, not just jumping in and out. That's true. I thought he was bounced around too much. Sometimes I thought it was like a waste of energy. But that also visually kind of offsets the opponent, and it can work to your advantage when you bounce. What's up, Mamoon? Johnny, I was gonna join you for the fight, but I couldn't wake up, bro. Yeah, I don't blame you. Sab was a great New York City fighter. One of the best, I would say. I would say he's one of the best. Iran Barkley. I mean, Iran Barkley lost to everybody except Hearns. All the big names. Am I missing something? Ah, Buddy McGirt. Thank you, Mo. Yeah, he's from Long Island. Mo, Buddy McGirt's definitely one of them. For sure. For sure. For sure. For sure. Yayan, why do you keep typing? Just fucking talk. Who would win between Bud and Floyd? Bud and Floyd. I'm going to go with
Nobody
Floyd.
beating Floyd, man.
You said he is or he's not?
No, he's not. Hell,
No, I don't think so either.
Nobody.
Floyd undefeated for a reason.
Well, wait. You say nobody. Sugar Ray Leonard?
No.
What? Oval. This is a young head. Let's hear what the veterans of life have to say. What you think?
Floyd, man.
Fuck. I think Sugar Ray will beat him. He already whooped his daddy. I know they're not the same, but close. Beat the shit out of his daddy.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not a big Floyd fan anyway, but I'm not going to take away his.
I'm with you. I'm not a huge fan, but you got to give him props where they're due. And by the way, I only think 2 or 3 fighters have the chance of beating Floyd in history, and that's just a chance. I would think Purnell and Sugar Ray could beat him. I'd do like a 55-45% chance. Like they give him a slight edge. Could be Floyd. Then I give somebody like Prime De La Hoya, Aaron Pryor. What's the other one I'm thinking? What's the other one?
If
I
he would,
give them Sugar Ray Robinson at welter.
I think if he would have rematched Zab would have got him.
I think Zab is just he had the gas tank problems. I mean, Zab was fucking him up for 4 rounds and dropped him in the whole 9 yards. Not officially, but technically. But he just got tired. But also, don't forget, Floyd. That was a pattern in a few of Floyd's fights. You know, lose 3 or 4 rounds in the beginning, and then just cruise.
I remember watching that fight.
Peace out, J-Bone.
What about Shane Mosley versus Floyd at 35?
Ah, man. Shane was a beast, but so was Floyd. I mean, that weight, Floyd, that's what he fought Corrales at, right? Was it 35? I believe it was, right?
He said Amir Khan could beat Floyd.
Who said that?
David,
are you drunk?
man.
Where'd you
Amir
see
Khan, it's like the last comment.
Oh, Marco, you had another video with somebody fighting Arturo Gotti.
Uh-huh.
Was that De La Hoya?
Yes, I did that recently. Yeah, that version of De La Hoya was.
Yeah, that's what came up. That's who it was.
He said Frankie Randall beats Floyd. Like, what is? Come on, man.
Are you true? Well, Frankie Randall was the first person to not to officially beat Julio Cesar Chavez. Chavez was, I believe, 89-0 or 90-0. I forget which one. But we all know Chavez should have lost to Purnell, and I believe he should have lost to Meldrick Taylor too, but definitely Purnell. Taylor was like a little iffier, even though I think that was an awful stoppage. But Purnell beat him. Clearly beat him. Was fucking tapping his ass up like he was drilling for oil in Saudi. Mosley versus Pryor. Ooh. That's dirty. That's just filthy. Fuck. I'm going to go with Pryor. Sorry, Shane. Taylor beats Floyd. Stop trolling, Joe. What Taylor? Taylor who? Meldrick Taylor?
The Swift?
Nah, he can't. Floyd was... I think to beat Floyd, you have to have unbelievable speed and power. That's what Sugar Ray Leonard had. Let me not, because I think Purnell might have beat him, because Purnell, you'd also have to have better defense than Floyd. And nobody had that except maybe Purnell. Keith Thurman versus Floyd? Come on. Get out of here.
Would Sugar Ray be able to play with Floyd like he did with everybody else? With his hands and,
No, I don't think so. Sugar Ray, Floyd, I've sparred a bunch of those Philly roll dudes, right? To me, it was not a hard style to fight because I had really fast hands. And when they shell up, now look, Floyd was a little different because he always pull countered. But when they shell up, when they do this, right, all this is open. So is all this. The body, because he turns, he almost gives you a 90-degree angle. He's catching the straight rights with his shoulder. He can't catch hooks coming here, and he can't catch body shots coming over here. I would just throw a jab, get him to turn like this, and then just start pounding them in the liver. Because the liver, see how it's open? They turn like this, and all this right here is open. So I would just throw a jab or throw like just a kind of a throwaway straight right, something to get them to turn into that bladed 90-degree angle, and then I'll just go to the body or come up top. Because again, you do this, if you throw the shot looping over, which is why Maidana had some success. If you throw the shot looping, you're going to go over this shoulder and catch it on top of the head. So to me, that's style. But again, I also never sparred Floyd himself. Like he was the ultimate, so maybe it would have been a different story. But to me, that style, because so many people, when I was still active, were trying to emulate that Floyd style. And that was easy pickings for me. If you had fast hands, that was easy pickings. But, Marco making my point with Khan. Khan, different though, Garcia. Khan would just straight punches and jump out. Khan didn't seem to have strategy with his shots. He would just pour them out in bulk, like he works for Costco. You know what I mean? And it wasn't. You have to have strategy and punch placement, not just fast hands and output.
And that's my point. Like Floyd would have just been countering him all night.
Mm-hmm. Look, De La Hoya, if you see it, when they fought, and De La Hoya threw that, and some of those were getting through. Floyd was trying to turn, but he wasn't fast enough because De La Hoya's hands, I think, were faster than Floyd's. But Floyd was able to, he would hit him a couple pull counters, but De La Hoya would also get off. And also you circle, like what Roy Jones did to James Toney. When somebody goes like this, right, you circle around them to this part. You just step to the side and you go around them and you end up almost behind their back and they're super vulnerable. That's another way. And that's, if you look, Sugar Ray Leonard, the way he took apart Floyd Sr., he exposed that role. Now, I know Sr. is not Junior. I know that. But I'm just saying. No
We talked
disrespect to
about
you,
that.
David, but I hate the narrative on Floyd. At 147, Floyd did what he needed to do to win. And at 147, Khan would have just gotten beat up for 12. Yeah, Khan would have got fucked up. Khan was having success against guys like Canelo until he got caught, because those are slower. Those are flat-footed guys, slower, up and out. Any dude who's gonna like earmuff guard or and you could have just said that.
Oh, he was talking at the time.
Thank you for being respectful. What a good young man. What a nice young man. Those liver shots hurt. I just stopped pissing blood. Yup. Well, those are actual kidney shots, my man. When you, because the kidney's almost behind your back. Those are kidney shots. Different. Liver, they both hurt, but Khan had more hand speed than you could have. Oh, he had mad hand speed. That's a fact.
Stone.
But again, I don't know. He might be right, because Khan was also really tall. And Khan moved. And Floyd, later in his career, didn't have the power to really hurt Khan. Could he reach him if Khan just kept moving? Floyd wasn't... I don't know. I think Floyd beats him, but I kind of get what he means. Prime De La Hoya had the reach and speed to beat Floyd. Hell yeah. I've been saying that. Fucking old De La Hoya came one round from beating Floyd. That shit was literally one round. In my opinion, he lost by one round. Roy did a great job on James. Hell yeah. Well, Roy literally kept stepping around him. That's what you do against guys who give you that bladed defense. Who would win between Shakur and Keyshawn? I'll go with Shakur, but hard to tell. Still was hard to hit, though. Shakur. Just want to remind you guys, Khan beat a prime Maidana. Yeah, dropped him to the body. Remember that? That was nasty. But, Khan also had his losses. James Toney versus Roy. A blind man knows what happened in 94, Marco. That wasn't James. You watch your filthy Irish mouth. Just for that, you get one of these.
I must have forgot.
What happened to Roy? What happened to James? What are you trying to say? What, he was drunk? Prime Canelo beats Prime Mayweather. I mean, Prime Canelo is 160 to 168 pounds. Prime Floyd is 147. Some could argue 135 even. But okay. Did that in accident. My bad. I don't know what you did, but okay. So did Floyd. Okay, talking to each other. David making some solid points. Yeah, he is. He is. Damn, Rob got slayed. Lobo Trejo. Why do people report on fake boxing? Real OG boxing fans hate this influencer dog shit and see it for the scum poison that it is. All due respect to actual dog shit. You need to explain what the hell you're talking about, Lobo. I don't know what you mean specifically. Weight drained? Weight drained, huh? I don't buy that. Roy's taller than James is. A little bit, by an inch, but James should have been doing sit-ups instead of burger ups. Does Clarissa beat Nico Ali? I think she would. Nah, that's a
Nah,
great.
hell no.
Nah, yeah, probably
She
not.
might outpoint him. If he couldn't use power, she would definitely outpoint him.
No, he's gonna use power.
That's what I'm saying. But
Yeah,
he would just knock her out probably.
He's what, a 54-pounder?
60.
Yeah, okay. No, they're almost the same weight because she's like heavier. She's at 175 now, but in shape, she's about 165. Yeah, they're the same weight. Yeah, he'd fuck her up. Why did Roy not rematch Tony? Why rematch somebody who you clearly beat unanimously? What's the point of that? Who would win between Aunt Esther and Mama for what's happening? I love Floyd, by the way, just saying there was bad styles for everyone. No, you're right. You're right. I don't know if that's the one, the Paul sisters. Well, only the other brother's not really fighting. It's just Jake. Clarissa beats Nico Ali with a knife. Damn. Floyd beats Thurman, but should have taken Tim Bradley. Tim Bradley was good, but didn't have power. I didn't realize how little power he had. Broner versus Khan. Khan. I know you're not going to like that, but I got Khan. He's too fast, too tall, too much movement. Shout out to Serrano for literally carrying women's boxing on her back. She's only carrying it because fucking Jake put it on her back with all his support. If I'm Roy, I'm not rematching. Yeah, and that's the thing too. Like, why? Tony's tough, but he beat him easy. There's really nobody Roy should have ever had to rematch in his prime except Montel, who he did and knocked out in one round. That was the only time I ever saw Roy get given any trouble was against Montel. And let's not forget, he fucking hurt Montel. He was starting to get to him until he hit him when he was down. Montel swears that was on purpose because he was frustrated. I don't know.
Are we gonna get my haircut?
Yeah, you guys, is mommy ready? Hold on.
I don't know when.
Not bad. Pacers back in Indy tonight. I don't know, yeah, and I think it might be over.
What's the count?
Count of what?
The Pacers and whoever they playing.
It's 3-2.
3-2. So
Thunder.
yeah, Pacers are down. So one more loss and they're out.
I get that.
We ain't losing though.
Man, go ahead, man. See, there you go with that. No.
Who knows?
Every
I mean, the Pacers should win. Well, no.
No, we should win.
Who knows? They look good though this year. Either way, it's something to be proud of.
Every time we talk about
No, we celebrate winners where I'm from.
Well, where I'm from, we celebrate coming close because that's the only fucking option we got over the last 40 years, 50 years. Literally 50 years.
Is this the Slurpee guy?
No.
He says it's not.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. You're a pay. Yeah.
We're not sure who it was.
It was. He
My
done
God.
changed his icon and everything.
Mark, why Floyd and Khan didn't do it? It's because Khan got KO'd by Canelo. But Cotto would beat Khan, and Maidana actually won with Khan. No, Khan beat Maidana. Didn't Khan knock out Maidana, or he just outpointed?
Key decision, I believe.
Now, Mayweather and Kell Brook would have worked. Kell Brook was a bad man. He made his mistakes going up to 160. Just like Khan did. Like, those Canelo fights were just career destroyers. You ask me.
I don't think you can make a decision because somebody beats somebody, because you never know what type of fight you're gonna. Maybe he had his number that
Triangle theory, they call it. Yeah, you're right. It doesn't always work out. That's true. You never know.
It's just like matchups. Like
Yep.
the Pacers don't have a matchup. So.
That's why he be muting. He goes to take a sip with no suspicion.
Yeah. Who is this?
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, hey, you right, dude. You right. Was that the guy from yesterday?
He comes in here a lot. Khan and Maidana both dropped each other multiple times. Oh, did they?
Yeah.
I remember the body shot that Khan hit him with, like in the first round, that collapsed him. I don't remember Khan going down.
He got caught, and then I think he, went down.
You know what? I might have done a fucking video on that.
I believe he did.
I
It was I think it was Stay Wavy. I don't think it was Alberto.
You think? Okay, yeah. Here we go. I'm gonna play it. Fuck it. I'm gonna play this video. I did do this video. I totally forgot about it. I'll remind myself. I do so many of these videos, I fucking forget. Khan versus Marcos Maidana. Let's do it.
When speed meets power. 2010. Amir Khan hails an Uber and circles the ring while firing buckshots like he's executing a Pyru drive-by. Khan then hops in with a blistering combo, that's capped off with a shot that swells up Marcos Maidana's liver like hepatitis B, collapsing Marcos to the floor like he was struck with food poisoning. Amir jumps on the dizzy Argentinian, smashing him with grenades that leave Maidana holding on tight like he's riding an electric bull. The British native sticks to his methods by continuing to circle Marcos like a satellite, before teleporting in like the Flash and delivering more bricks than Nino Brown. Khan comes in with more variety than Amazon, popping Maidana in the cabbage, but also investing in the breadbasket like he's a Stella D'Oro stockholder. Marcos finally connects with one of his patented looping overhand rights, which leaves Amir retreating like he's doing sliding drills during a Lakers practice. But this supercharges Maidana like he was bit by a radioactive spider, as he blasts the fleeing Khan out the sky like he was playing duck hunt. The Olympic silver medalist manages to land a stunner that temporarily slows Maidana down. But Marcos detonates an atom bomb that knocks the kickstand out from under Khan. Maidana then jumps in hot pursuit like a lion chasing a wounded gazelle. And he proceeds to put the beats on Amir like he's Dr. Dre. Khan continues backpedaling like he's LeBron getting back on defense. But Marcos goes into a feeding frenzy like a great white circling a wounded whale, nearly stretching out Khan and the referee. Maidana continues mercilessly beating Khan like he was on the registry, stumbling Amir, having him moonwalking away like Michael Jackson after happy hour. In another exhilarating pendulum shift, Khan magically recharges like olive oil just fed him spinach, dicing Marcos up like a slap chop and then gliding away smooth as Usher. Amir ends the fight with a blizzard that leaves Maidana covering up like he's being jumped into the Southside Crips. Judges give Khan the UD victory in a junior welterweight classic.
All right, so there was no drop. That's what I thought. Erox, you were a little off. It was only Maidana went down once. Khan never went down. He got wobbled a bunch of times, but he never went down. That was a good fight, though. That was a crazy good fight. Yeah, Khan was exciting. Hey, it's Alberto. You were up at 4 a.m. to be with Johnny? Well, what would he fucking do for Johnny? Callers making statements or appearances. You can't hide the slurp. The slurp. The slurp heard around the world. Yeah, that fight was crazy.
Hey, do you freestyle your videos, or do you have some itinerary you have written down?
I started off going off the top freestyle, but no, now I write it down because it made it a quicker process. When I did it off the top, I would make more mistakes, so I'd have to stop, record it again. It was more annoying. So now I just write it first. This way I memorize the script and just boom. It's usually just one take.
Oh, okay, you do a good job.
Thanks, man.
How do you throw your voice?
What's up?
Your voice. How do you throw it? I mean,
I don't know. It goes high. I don't like it. I wish when I got excited, it didn't. It goes a little high. Where it gets a little high pitch, which I don't like. But I just be who I am.
Why don't you let the slurp do your voiceover? I'm messing with you.
You taking calls tonight? Yeah, I'm going to take calls all the time now, I believe, except for maybe random interviews or something. You know what I'm saying?
Have you reached out to Shaq yet?
No, not yet. Actually, I did today. Yeah, I texted him today.
Yeah.
Did you just see that guy Brian Norman? By the way, that's top of the line rhyming. You be on point. Oh, the rhymes. Yeah, I did a couple videos where I'm rhyming. Not rapping per se, more like a spoken word thing.
Are you gonna do a video on the Norman fight?
Should I?
Yeah, why not?
I guess because, yeah, maybe it's just an ass whooping, but I guess people like watching ass whoopings. Yeah, maybe I should. It's Top Rank, though. They will flag me. They're fucking annoying. They will flag
Forgot
me.
about that, yeah.
They're so, but their contract is up soon, then they can't do it anymore because then it goes back to ESPN owning it. And I know people there, so they won't flag me. But I could do it. You know what you said last. I think calls help viewers. Yeah, I think so too.
Hey, what's your name, brother?
What's that?
I was asking the brother what his name was. Oh, that's on top of me. I was gonna ask if he box or used to box.
Yeah, I used to box a little bit growing up.
You still do, right?
Yeah, just a little bit here and there.
He's only 20, 21, 20?
Yeah, 21.
21. So he's still a young man. I didn't have my first pro fight till I was 23.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can still do it if you want. Calls do help. Yeah, I think so. It's easier. I like it better for me too because it's, his name is Slurpee. That's
Only if you heard what you said last night, Alberto.
That's a pause right there.
had over 70 views. Yeah. No,
For
they
me,
handled it well though, for the most part.
Alberto, I'll beat the brakes off you, dude.
You don't know what he looks like. He could be like 6'5", 350. You don't know.
It don't matter what you look like.
Oh, okay.
Slurpee got the heart of a fighter.
Yeah, okay. Well, we're gonna see what he looks like because I don't think Zepeda's winning. Well, that's if he honors the bet. He said he would.
What's the bet?
Alberto gets basically money for camming up, or Alberto goes on camera if he loses the bet. If he wins the bet, he gets money. That's basically the bet between Zepeda and Shakur.
You just don't like going on camera, man.
Whatever. I don't know what his deal is. Yeah, I don't believe he likes doing it.
You the man in the iron mask.
Yeah, he's MF Doom. Me and CJ are straight now on my end. Yeah, CJ's good. Marco, be real. Who do you think slurped that day? I think it's Alberto because I think Yayan he seems too like annoyed by it. You know what I mean? And it couldn't have been Wavy unless Wavy had some girl next to him slurping, but he said he didn't. Right?
I would know. He laughed when you said that though.
Yeah, he did.
When you went off camera, I didn't say nothing. Everybody was talking, so I know who was slurping.
Who?
The dude that was under me.
Alberto.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he trying to say it was me, bro. He trying to say,
come on, just be honest, man.
bro. It was. I don't even drink Slurpees, bro. I don't drink nothing but water.
Well, just because it was a slurp doesn't mean it was a Slurpee.
Well, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, man, cause it's okay, man. It's all right. You young and stuff. You didn't know no better.
Yeah, you went to the Burger King, got yourself a Coke. It's no big deal. When I was your age, I was eating Coke, Big Macs, all that shit. You're right, Bailey. No cash apps. No super chats. You are correct. Zepeda won't touch Shakur. He's gonna touch him, just not enough. It was not me. What you know about MF Doom? Funny enough, I don't know much about him because when I was coming up, there was no internet and he was underground. So it was a lot harder for everybody and their mother to know about the underground dudes because there was no platform for them to kind of show themselves on. So I didn't know who he was until he died. People were talking about him like, who the fuck's this guy wearing a mask? I remember he had a song.
This dude is crazy.
What would happen?
Like, oh my god, this dude, he be showing his true colors.
Who?
Alberto.
What did he say? It was Yayan. That he's calling the slurp Kate.
Dude is crazy.
You was eating Coke?
It's crazy.
Yayan is young, dumb, and full. Oh, gross. It's that Alberto. Yeah, who won? Nobody really won.
It was more of a hashing out.
Yeah, it was more of a hashing out.
Let's go back and watch, bro. Every time it's slurp, bro, and plus I was on mute most of the time. Just go back and watch, bro. It was Alberto.
We need someone to revisit the live and do some investigate. It's there, but I don't think it lights up.
Oh, you're not? Yeah, listen, LR, whatever. I was analyzing it. I was looking at the whole thing. That was my thing. I said, I'm going to find the slurp. I recognize the voice and pause. I know who it was. It was the guy under me. It was in the red.
Well, that's who's in with you right now.
Exactamundo, Fonzie.
Okay.
Just admit it. But he's young. I'm giving him a pass.
Yeah, well.
Voice slurps.
I feel like he'd admit it, though. I do. But maybe I'm wrong.
I'll go back and
listen.
If
Just go back and watch. Go back and watch.
If it
Yeah,
wasn't you, man,
It was a stream from 3 days ago. Go back and watch. Bro.
I didn't see it like this. I didn't because I went on the phone and I guess it happened again. But when I was on, it was threw me off because somebody's talking and then you just hear like, what the fuck was that?
It was a daytime stream.
mention it because nobody. It was an elephant in the room. Nobody wanted to say something. I was
Somebody
like,
was fucking that drink up. I'll say that.
it was, but the way it was, I mean, it wasn't normal. It was like
It was the daytime one, MPO.
it was a draw. It was
Yeah,
like
don't call me that, brother.
I went in.
Who called you what?
He said, does it bother me if I call you that? Yeah, this no.
Who said that?
Brother. Him right here. The comment that you on.
Oh, I didn't even read it. Oh, because you said it before I read it. Does it bother you if I call? Oh, yeah, nah. Why the fuck would he like that? Who the fuck would like to be called that?
Man,
Like, you mind if I call you dumb shit? Like, yeah, nah, I'm not. That's not, no.
that wasn't funny, man.
The same day during the night live, Marco was drinking a coffee out of a 7-Eleven cup. Hey, it's cheaper. What you want from me? What you want? $2, $3, as opposed to like $7?
What was Batista saying?
Oh, Rob, you're out of control.
That dude looked just like Batista.
I'm gonna come back in 1 second, guys. Hold it down for me.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna call you Mexican man then, Alberto. Just same playing field. But nah, man, it was Alberto, man. He known for doing weird little shit like that.
Oh, okay.
Go back and watch.
I will because Marco was talking about his kid and he had to get off the phone. But I wouldn't have been saying that an open case though, but hey, you know better than me. You only 21?
21. Yep, it's gonna be 22 in November. Brother, you must be at school, bro. You can't call in during the daytime, bro. You be at school.
Oh, my bad. All right. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna wrap this up. I gotta get the fuck out of here. But I will see you guys tonight, same time, and let's do some. If somebody could go back and pinpoint it, get the video, and see which thing lights up. The problem was, I think, since Wavy was talking, only one lights up, right?
No,
It
that's
doesn't-
not true.
Oh,
That's
it lights
not
up
true.
two at the same time.
Yeah.
Well, then you guys said it happened twice or like 3 times? Because I
It
was
happened a bunch of times. And then I'm gonna say this too. I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before, but somebody was burping too, and that was definitely Alberto.
I heard that.
Yeah, but
Well, you know what? Go back, get the video, and then we'll see what lit up. If it happened, because I only heard it happen once because I was on the phone call. So.
you was off camera. No, it kept happening. It happened like 3 or 4 times before I said something.
There you
Because
go. I only heard it once. So I think we can get anybody in the chat, guys. We got to get this Slurpgate thing taken care of.
yeah, because he didn't know he was doing it. He was enjoying himself. I mean,
And the culprit will get a big fat
Fruity.
because
We got 2 suspects, Alberto and Wavy. So we're gonna see who it was between
you just
them.
exonerated yourself too.
All right, so yeah.
All right, people. I will talk to you guys tonight, 10 p.m.
later.
Appreciate you guys as usual. Peace.